Hello and welcome to this presentation of high school football on TV 19 Sports. We are live here from George Smith Field in Mahtomedi, Minnesota for a great matchup here tonight as the Mahtomedi Zephyrs welcome the Park of Cottage Grove Wolfpack.
That's right, Sam. Should be a fantastic game this evening. The Wolfpack come in at 5-1 overall. Zephyrs at a 4-2 record. This could be a big swing for both teams tonight. Should be a good one.
That's right, and as you saw there, I am Sam Erickson with Luke Howitt here. Should be a nice night for football. We got clear skies, getting a little bit chilly as we get into October here in Minnesota. Going to be about 55 degrees, 54, 59% humidity, and just a little bit of breeze as you see on the old windmill.
Should be a beauty. Perfect fall evening for some football, Sam. Let's take a look at the matchup tonight. Park Cottage Grove Wolfpack. Only loss came against St. Thomas, 38-35 in what was a fantastic game. They're averaging over 185 yards per game on the ground. Looking at the Zephyrs, they're coming off a 14-9 loss to North in their homecoming last week. They outscored their opponents 72-22 in the first half so far this year, Sam.
So a couple of teams with some nice rushing attack. We'll take a look at a couple star running backs for both squads. As you take a look there, there's number 22, Tolu Ogunrindi. And he's quite a load there at 6'2", 230, and with some nice stats as well.
Well, absolutely, Sam. He's averaging over 9 yards per carry on the ground and almost 82 yards per game, 490 rushing yards on the season. He had a 168-yard monster against the Pioneers from Hill Murray last week.
So very nice effort for him. On the other side, Mahtomedi has Jalen Fry. Looks like he is dressed and going to play here tonight, number 1. He's got some good stats of his own on this season.
Well, he certainly does. He was out last week with injury. He's back, and they're going to lean on him quite a bit. He's averaged nearly 80 yards per game and almost a 7-yard per carry clip. It looks like he's going to be good to go. That'll be a big boost for the Zephyrs.
Absolutely, and these teams don't just run the ball. Got a nice little quarterback matchup as well, as Park QB Brendan Bolio comes in with a 58.2 completion percentage, 860 yards, and about 140-some yards per game.
Yeah, he's been very good. The Park team has been very balanced, running and passing, as you can see here. And we'll take a look at Jared Johnson on the opposite of the spectrum. He's been completing them at 41%, a little bit lower than Bolio, and he's got 349 yards. We look for the Zephyrs to really lean on that run. Should be a good game between these two QBs, though, Sam.
That's right. It's a good way to segue into our keys of the game. We're going to take a look at the Park keys Park keys to this matchup. And take a look at them there.
Yeah, they want to stay balanced on offense. They want to obviously run and pass like they've shown they can do so far early on in the season here. And they want to limit Mahtomedi drives. They want to make sure that they're not giving up, 12, 15 play clips. And obviously keeping players fresh. Coach obviously emphasized players play on both offense and defense, so they want to keep them as fresh as possible.
And for Mahtomedi, kind of some similar things. They want to get that time of possession in their favor, want to extend those drives to wear out that limited Park of Cottage Grove roster. Is keep the ball as well, and you got to wonder about the inclusion of Jalen Fry. They want to get him involved if he is in fact 100% healthy.
Well, you certainly do, and if he's healthy, he's going to be a big boost to this offense. We've seen what he can do so far this season, and he's a welcome addition back to the home team Zephyrs here.
So that about wraps up our little pregame there as we're just about awaiting the opening kickoff. Mahtomedi will kick off as Park will receive. Chase Sullivan, number 10 for the Zephyrs, is set to boot it away. A couple guys back for the Wolfpack. And there goes the opening kick. And that was taken at about the 10-yard line, cut to the left. And the Zephyr defense will bring the returner to the floor.
Yeah, not a bad return there from number 8, Michael Griffin of Park Cottage Grove. And Wolfpack will open up, start things off at their own about 20-yard line. And we'll see what they opt to do here early on. I'd imagine, like the coach said, they're going to want to see a balanced attack, but they got a beast in the backfield, so we'll see how they roll early on, Sam.
Yeah, it should be interesting. So about a 10-yard return gives it 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack on their own 28-yard line. In the shotgun, looking to the right and incomplete. So a quick fire there And that's starting quarterback Brendan Beaulieu trying to keep up that high percentage completion. Just a little miscommunication on that one, falls to the turf.
Yeah, incomplete. Looks like they might have been a little bit off on the communication there. And incomplete pass. We got a 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10 once again, goes from the shotgun, fakes the handoff, tries to take it himself, but swarmed to the turf by the Zephyr defense.
Nothing doing there. That Zephyr's defense swarming to the quarterback on the draw there, and nothing doing. We're going to be looking at a 3rd and long here for the Wolfpack.
So kind of interesting, not going to that running game
Yeah,
right off the bat.
A little surprised by that.
So big 3rd down and 11 here to start on the opening drive of this ball game. Hard count almost draws the Mahtomedi defense offsides. Bolio looks like he might be making an adjustment. He'll take the snap, look to throw to his right, dump it over the middle. He's got a man, he breaks a tackle, and he'll be have enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that's Michael Griffin. They got him out in the flat right behind the blitz that they brought there, Sam, and that was a perfect play call as we take another look.
I thought they were going to go screen all the way out to the right, which looked dead, but nice little trick play as they crept a guy across the middle of the field, found him. He broke a tackle and got a nice 1st down. So that'll be 1st down and 10. Same look for Park of Cottage Grove. This time they go out to Griffin on the far right side, and he'll barrel his way ahead for another 1st down.
He will, and Griffin's looked fantastic early on. They getting him the ball quick in space, and he's doing the rest. And that's been a recipe for success. That's 2 1st downs in a row for Griffin, the senior wide receiver for the Wolfpack.
He goes about 6 feet, 200 pounds, so good athlete there. No wonder they're getting him the biscuit early.
Yeah,
so another 1st down.
You got it. They got some big boys out there, Sam.
And they'll go with another screen underneath. And that'll be yet another 1st down on 3 consecutive plays. And that is that star running back, Tolu Ogunrindi. That's a mouthful. Get used to saying that name. I'm sure I'll get it right by the end of tonight. So nice pickup by Ogunrindi.
Yeah, nice play by the quarterback, Bolio there. Looking him off, looking the defense off, coming back to his right side and finding the running back for a nice big gain there for Park.
And no wonder he's completing passes at about a 60% clip as some nice short, safe passes to start this one off. Now the handoff goes to Ogunrindi. He goes left, and he is still on his feet, but the forward progress will be stopped, so can't even wrestle him to the ground.
Oh, he is quite the load. He's listed at 6'2", 230, and he's been fantastic this season.
So he picks up a healthy chunk. Looks like it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard gain on 1st. Quarterback in the shotgun. Griffin to his right gets the football, and he'll power ahead for a couple more.
And they're really relying on Griffin thus far. He's running it, catching it. He has been a jack of all trades on this 1st opening drive here.
And Park of Cottage Grove going no huddle as they're trying to keep the Mahtomedi defense off balance. So shotgun once again, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Running back to the left of Bolio. Bolio back to pass, looks deep to the right. He's got a man. And just shy of the end zone as he gets pushed out of bounds. Yep, they will say he did not make it in. So big completion there on 3rd down.
Yeah, great catch and play by Sean George there on the connection. As we take another look, just a fade out to the right. Sean George beat his man and just shy of the goal line as he reaches out, but sets up the Park Cottage Grove for a very short 1st and goal here.
Yeah, 1st and goal from the 2-yard line as they go inside handoff. Michael Griffin spins, but he's hit at the goal line and driven back.
And a big stop by the Zephyrs D there. It's at about the 2-yard line now, Sam, and you almost got to wonder if they don't go to Ogunrinde with that size.
That's right, got a couple plays to work with as looks like no gain on 1st. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line once again. Bolio goes from the shotgun, got split backs behind him. Griffin and Ogunrindi gives to Griffin, spins a couple times. And refs will talk about it, and they will say he is just short. So right on the doorstep. I thought he might have got in there, but it looked like he got spun away, so the ball never crossed the goal line. They're going to go hurry quick. Bolio under center for the first time here tonight. Got Ogun Rindy far behind him. He'll take it himself. And it looks like the ball came loose.
Well, let's see what they call here. You couldn't tell here if that ball came out or not. It might have broke the plane, I think, Sam. I think we got a touchdown here.
We do. In fact, the referee does signal touchdown. And that will put the Wolfpack on the board. Sorry, not sure what the call was there. I had one referee had his arms up in the air. Not too many showing the same thing. So it is, in fact, 6 points and a touchdown on the opening drive for Park of Cottage Grove.
A fantastic drive for the Wolfpack, and that's exactly how they wanted to start, especially at the ruckus crowd here, homecoming for the Zephyrs. Fantastic drive, and kind of like Coach said, want to keep it balanced. They were balanced. Some nice runs, nice passes, and obviously put 7 on the board there.
Yeah, that came quick as we have 8:37 left to go in the first quarter. Extra point was good, so Park now leads at 7-0 as Mahtomedi awaits the football for their first possession.
And we'll see how Mahtomedi responds on this. That was a punch in the gut right there, opening drive. And obviously they want to give these fans something to cheer about. They'll see if they can't jump back. And guess who's going to be returning that opening kickoff as we take a look at the standings here. Park 5-1 on top. St. Thomas, South St. Paul both 5-1 as well. We got North End, Mahtomedi both knocking on the door at 4-2. And then we got Simley at 3-3, followed by Hastings at 2-4. Sibley Tartan 1-5, and bringing up the rear, the Pioneers from Hill Murray at 0-6.
That's right. So, Mahtomedi could make things interesting at the top of that those standings with a win here tonight. Be about 3-4 teams with 2 losses. You wonder what happens with St. Thomas Academy and South St. Paul the rest of the way. You might have a 5-way tie atop the conference standings at 2 losses.
Well, it certainly should be a fantastic finish with plenty left on the line before the playoffs start here.
So the Wolfpack get on the board early. They're set to boot it away as Jalen Fry back deep for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Ball will take a bounce. He'll defer to the up man who will take it and charge ahead past the 30-yard line to about the 32. And that is where Mahtomedi will take over, first down and 10.
Not a bad return, but I think Park got what they wanted out of that and keep the ball out of Jalen Fry's hands on that kickoff. We've seen him return one already this year, and he certainly is dangerous whenever he's got that ball in his hands.
Without a doubt, and this is a team that lost 14-9 last week to North St. Paul. Missed Fry in that game. He was injured, did not play. So limited to 9 points. Definitely something they're looking to improve on here this week with the return of number 1. And he'll get the ball on the first play, carry it. He'll pick up a couple, maybe one. Now it looks like just one. So that'll bring up a second down and 9.
And that's going to be a key to the game to watch tonight, Sam, how that defensive line of Park Cottage Grove goes up against that offensive line of the Zephyrs. That could decide the outcome. If they can limit Fry's, yards after touch.
So Johnson under center. He rolls to the right, pitches out right, and the ball's on the ground, and it looks like Park has fallen on it. And I don't know who came up with it. The Park defender not able to quite corral the football. And both teams, I'm sure, are wrestling for it at the bottom of the pile.
Well, it certainly looked like a member of the Wolfpack jumped on that, but I'm not sure he hung on to it. And now we'll see what the decision is. That looked like Park ball to me.
I think it squirted out just at the last second when he looked to be on top of it. All the action happening on the far side of the field here. And it looks like they are going to indicate third down, so Mahtomedi able to fall back onto the football. You see 73 of Park Cottage Grove going for it and maybe just over diving a little bit as the play continued on.
Yeah, I can't really tell what happened there, but nonetheless, it's going to be Zephyr's ball with a 3rd and 22, but considering what could have happened, they're probably pretty fortunate there, Sam.
So Johnson under center in I formation, but he will pass, looks to the right, loses the football again, and Park falls on it this time, and that once again is 73. Isaiah Schomburger, this time he'll keep it.
Well, fool me once, shame on me, huh? And Park with another huge opportunity, and they didn't miss this one. let's take another look here. Got some pressure in on the quarterback, and he just lost the ball there. And Park jumps all over that one. They're not going to miss that second opportunity, and they're looking at 1st and goal with a chance to go up 2 scores early on the road.
So a huge play with this impressive homecoming crowd of Mahtomedi Park doing a great job of keeping the crowd out of it, getting the momentum on their side. Maybe that ball just getting a little slippier here with colder nights in October. 1st and goal, they'll hand it off inside Michael Griffin, and I think he's got it, and he does. Touchdown, Park of Cottage Grove.
Well, another big opportunity for the Wolfpack, and you see now, pending the PAT, will be up 14-0 on the road, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah, I may have just saw on a graphic there's at end of first quarter. We actually are at 7 minutes and 25 seconds, and Park leads it 13-0 after the big turnover by Mahtomedi.
Well, couldn't be much more costly than that, and not what the home team had in store when they got things cooking tonight. And they're down early.
And it looks like the PAT is in fact good, so that increases the Park lead now 14-0. So almost a nightmare start here for the Zephyrs on homecoming.
Well, it absolutely has been, but look on the positive, a lot of time left. This is a team that's fought some adversity, so we'll see what they got in them. And remember on social media to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/TV19sports, and to follow us along on Twitter at twitter.com/TV19sports for all the latest Metro sports action.
There's some excited fans that are looking to maybe do some social media interaction and get involved. We're always looking for that, so feel free to get on Facebook, get on that Twitter, and let us know you're out there. So 14-0, you see Jalen Fry back deep, hasn't gotten the ball yet, as 3 plays, ran once, but only 3 plays for this Mahtomedi offense, and they're down 14-0.
Yeah, and we'll see how Park approaches this kickoff. Early on, they had a little kind of short, high kick to keep the ball out of Fry's hands. I think they'd probably be wise to continue to do that throughout the evening.
That's right. Jack Heinz, the up man, returned that one. Looks like they booted his way once again, and he'll take it up the field. Might not have the explosive playability of a Jalen Fry, but gets nice field position for the Zephyrs on that return as they'll take over on their 38 or 39-yard line.
Yeah, very good field position, and I think Park Cottage Grove almost saying, we'll give that to you because we don't want to see Fry going 100 or, 80 yards. So if you want it at 35, we'll trust in our defense to buckle down and let's go play, and they showed it on that first drive.
That's right. All right, so a different look after going under center the majority of that first possession. Shotgun for Jared Johnson, got trips to his left. He sends Fry in motion. He'll scoot it out to the right. He gets some space, but some good team defense as the Wolfpack able to bring him down.
Well, very good discipline from the Wolfpack there. They use a little misdirection on almost an end-around type play with Fry there. Obviously got a solid run, but could have been a lot worse. Pretty good pursuit by that Park Cottage Grove defense.
And it looks like Fry a little slow to get up off the turf, coming off an injury last week. That is not what the Zephyrs want right now, down 14. We'll take another look at that play. As Fry breaks a few tackles, eventually is brought down to the ground. Not sure, maybe a leg injury. Looks like it. We're going to break as they attend to number 1. As you see him get up there, we will still break, and we'll have the action for you when we return. So as we went to break, Jalen Fry was able to get up off the turf and jog off under his own power, so good to see. He will sit this play out. And Jared Johnson, quarterback, goes under center, sends a receiver in motion. He'll hand off to the back, and he'll get nothing there as he's stuffed after no gain. That looks like Spencer Scott, number 6, filling in for Jalen Fry right now.
Yeah, and good defense again. They're getting a good push up front from that defensive line. And not a lot of room after the handoff thus far for Mahtomedi.
So Fry returns to the field after taking one play off for this short third down. 3rd down and 2 from their own 41. We're ticking down to about 6 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. And our score 14-0, as you see on the bottom of your screen. Johnson under center, I form behind him. He's got one receiver far out to the left. Send somebody late in motion, and that may have been an infraction as a flag comes down.
And I think we're looking at a delay game here on the Zephyrs, and that's going to move them back even more for a set of a 3rd and 2. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 7 here.
That can be a bit of a tricky call here in high school with no play clock in the stadium. I think it's all relied on the referee's watch. So Mahtomedi definitely taking a little too long there. And they are docked the 5 yards. Unfortunate there as they had a 3rd and 2. It turns into a 3rd and 7 now.
Yeah, looking at very manageable, and now you're looking at not so manageable. So we'll see what the Zephyrs got up their sleeve on their second drive here.
Johnson play action, looking to the left. Dumps it off to TJ Tumbleson. Tumbleson close to the first down, and looks like he has just barely gotten it as the sticks begin to move.
You know, I'm not sure. That looks pretty short to me, Sam. We'll see if they measure. I think they're going to want to take a second look as we see that replay.
They're waving
that
looked
them forward. Awfully short here. And they're going to move the sticks on that, but that's an awfully close call. But nonetheless, a first down for the Zephyrs.
You got to wonder why no measurement there.
Very odd.
Just to be sure, but the refs confident that the first down was gained. And so they gave it to Mahtomedi, who now has 1st and 10 on their own 43. And Johnson returns under center once again. Fry the deep back in the I formation. He'll get the handoff. He looks to break right, but is dragged down right at the line of scrimmage. Nice play.
Nate Hurley. Lovely play there for that defensive line, and they've continued a strong push up front. As we took a replay, look at him swallow him up, come off his blocker, and say, not so fast, Jalen Fry. Nice play there by Nate Hurley.
That's right, the big old nose tackle doing his job, stuffing the run on that play. So 2nd down and 10 then after no gain. Johnson from the shotgun got Fry behind him. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his right. Looking to his right, and he's got Andy Voyan, number 9. They'll have a decent pickup as he's wrestled out of bounds.
Yeah, wrestled out of bounds. Somewhat a little late hit there, but all within the bounds per the officials. And not a bad gain, but it'll be 3rd and 7 here.
Yeah, I thought there might be a chance, a little flag here with this modern football, but you see Griffin let up a little bit. Maybe didn't catch it on that replay, but he did kind of let go of him eventually. Didn't actually throw him to the ground, so no penalty on that one.
Yeah, it looked like they almost were just spinning a bit, and he held him up. No harm, no foul there, and we'll look at a 3rd and 7 for the Zephyrs.
He had visions of yellow laundry on the field, so he decided to let up. So a 3-yard pickup, 3rd down and 7. Johnson gets the ball. He'll roll left, turn back right, dumps it off. And the completion goes to Siekmeyer, and Siekmeyer gets the first down. Not sure if the ball came out late. They'll say he was down if the ball even did come out, and the first down is achieved. Mahtomedi 1st and 10.
And I really like that play design. They fake it out to their left, throw it back to him as we take another peek here. Little misdirection. Just enough room, and he uses that power, and he gets that first down marker for a fresh set of downs for Mahtomedi here.
Good job by Johnson holding on to that biscuit and getting the pass off.
That's right, and they're cross midfield for the first time tonight.
You said it. Now into Park of Cottage Grove territory from the 46. Johnson under center. He's got I form behind him. Tumbleson, the up back, gives to Fry, who is the deep back. And Fry will pick up 2 or 3 on that carry. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And then Park D again, very good. Few yards here and there for Fry. But early on, they've been shutting that down, and that's exactly what they want to do. But they got to get off the field on 3rd downs. That was one of the keys to the game.
So 2nd down and 6. Johnson has the ball, hands off to Fry on the counter. He looks out to the left, now tries to cut back right, goes back to the left, and he'll be brought down for a big loss as he vents his frustration there. Nice job.
Great pursuit there by 23, Ore Odeyule, and a fantastic tackle. And again, Fry almost needs to just keep moving forward there as we take a look here. He comes out to his right, and I think at this point he needs to go down. He turns it up, and great pursuit by that Cottage Grove defense.
That's right. So drives him all the way back to the 47, 3rd down and 11. So looks like they spotted a little bit for forward progress. So a long 3rd down and 11. Johnson rolls right. He's looking deep. He's got a receiver, but just too long out of his reach.
He certainly had a step, but couldn't quite connect there. They took a shot deep. Came up empty-handed on that one.
And not sure if we had a flag on the play.
Yeah,
I think there is a flag on the far side, just about midfield. And looks like it's going to go against Mahtomedi. May be declined to bring up a 4th down and 11.
I would certainly imagine they'll decline that one. We'll be looking at a 4th and 11. Interesting thing here is, though, Mahtomedi has not been afraid to go for it in this spot on 4th down so far this season. Be interesting to see what coach calls up here.
So penalty was indeed for illegal formation. Penalty was declined, bringing up 4th down and 11, and Mahtomedi will elect to punt. And Jared Johnson out doing the punting duties as well as playing quarterback. So 14 back deep to boot it away. Michael Griffin standing back at about the 15 for Park of Cottage Grove. And that one off the side of the boot, maybe just trying to kick it away from Griffin, but sails out of bounds. And it looks like right around the 20-yard line.
Well, a rough start for the Zephyrs tonight as they punted away. Had a little bit going on that second drive, but no points to show for it. And Park will have another opportunity on their 3rd drive of the game here.
So already leading 2 touchdowns. Park now once again getting a chance on offense.
And I think Park's right where they want to be. They can keep things balanced now, up 14-0. They certainly got the Zephyrs and this homecoming crowd on their heels early.
And Griffin gets a handoff up the middle. He's got some space, good blocks. He'll pick up a decent chunk. As looks about 6 or 7.
And man, is that a duo they got in that backfield with Griffin. And as we take another look at the replay here, nice run. They've been pounding it, and they've had some nice passes too. Again, keeping it balanced.
That's right. And Griffin once again will get the handoff. This time not as much room to run as he'll be brought down looking like right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice point of attack there from the Mahtomedi defense. And we've got a 3rd and 3 now for Park. Manageable, kind of where they want to be.
Yeah, this could be a big conversion as we're under 2 minutes left to go here first quarter. I'm sure Park would love to hold on to the ball and let the clock run out on that opening quarter at the very least. So Bolio going from the shotgun, got 2 receivers to his right, 1 back to his right, as well as a back up and to his left. Now a late formation switch.
I think we're going to have a timeout here on the field.
That's right. As they snuck a player way out to the right, didn't look like the Zephyrs had anybody lined up to DM. And a timeout comes out on the field. And timeout actually called by Park of Cottage Grove. So maybe just wanted to talk some things over. Remind you that we can't bring you these productions without the work of our wonderful volunteers. If you got any interest in camera operating, instant replay, doing graphics, we always need that, and we love our volunteers and love to bring you these productions. So if you have any interest, you can call Arlen Becker at 651-747-3821 or email Arlen at onlocationtv.org.
And we do currently have 2 veteran volunteers we've had for quite a few years now. So it's a great way to get out and watch some local sports and And heck, maybe work the camera or any other way. Anything helps. And remember to volunteer and give a call or email to Arlen.
Always do a great job. So 3rd down and 3 after the timeout. Going from the shotgun over the middle. Tough play, but the catch is made.
Well, that was just a great pitch and catch there, and a heck of a catch from the senior Mason Anello. He's another big body, 6'1", 170. As we roll the film here and take a peek, nice connection on 3rd and 3. Keeps that park drive moving down the field.
That was something we noticed taking a look at these rosters and teams. Park of Cottage Grove got some good size out there.
They absolutely do, and they're taking a shot here, and he's got a man.
And that's number 8, Michael Griffin, who can do more than just run the ball as he brings down the long completion and a beautiful pass there from Brendan Bolio.
Oh, absolutely gorgeous, and you see what the running game opens up, and you see what the passing game opens up. Just like he said, it's been balanced, and this is a well-built high school football team. They're running the ball, and they are throwing bombs too. A heck of a connection there, and they are threatening again just outside the 10-yard line.
Definitely see why they've had success so far this year. So 3 receivers way out to the right of Bolio, who's in shotgun, got 1 left. And it looks like he's going to give it off to Ogun Rindy. Ogun Rindy almost takes it, gets tackled by the shoelaces.
Well, that's a heck of a shoestring tackle. I believe that was Devin Fitzpatrick. And if he doesn't make that play, Ogarinde is walking into the end zone.
That's
and they're
right.
up 3 scores. So a great tackle there. And I'd call that a touchdown-saving tackle.
That's right. And on 2nd down, going deep into the corner of the end zone. And that is a touchdown. Another great pass from Bolio.
And again, that's Sean George with a great catch. Perfect fade to the corner of the end zone. And you talk about size, George listed at 6'4", 190. This team is built all the way around. They got weapons, and they're showing it in this first quarter, up 3 scores, Sam.
Showing a great balance, spreading the defense out, running up the middle, and then, using that to the advantage of the passing attack as they get a touchdown through the air.
Yeah, very impressed with this Wolfpack team early on here.
Kind of a low line drive extra point, but it does go through the uprights, and that'll extend the Park lead to 21-0, and we have not completed quarter number 1.
I think this home crowd's a little bit shocked, and look at this, just a beautiful throw from the quarterback, and he finds George, and he just goes up and he high points that ball, brings it down.
That is a great job. Nice defense from Spencer Scott. You see him all the way extended and just over his outreach arm. So Bolio coming to play here tonight as he's looked pretty darn good here so far. I want to remind you that highlight, as well as many others, will for sure be on Sports Path on location TV 19. So check your listings. Should be Channel 19. And we do that every other Wednesday live at 7 p.m. We got highlights, interviews, more. We do some trivia. Like to get the community involved with some social media interaction with that show. So live at 7, we do replay that program here and there. But we want you to join us live every other Wednesday. And we'll have one for you this coming Wednesday, October the 7th. And do them every other Wednesday from then on.
Well, at this point, it looks like you might have quite a few Park Cottage Grove Wolfpack highlights on that show this week. They have gotten off and running here.
It's a little unfortunate there because Mahtomedi celebrating their homecoming, and looks like a squib kick, not handled by the first Zephyr player, but able to be controlled, and they will not lose the football and take over on offense. 1st and 10 from their own 32.
Yeah, this crowd's gotten awfully quiet. I think they're a little bit shell-shocked. Didn't expect to be down 3 scores before the end of the first quarter. And they need to get something dialed up on offense here and get this crowd and players back into it.
That's a bit of a shame because it is a jam-packed stadium here tonight. Parking lots full. Seems like the whole town is in George Smith Field here. So 1st and 10 for the Zephyrs. Under shotgun Johnson. He's looking to pass. He looks right. He's got a receiver. Boyan goes up for it. And he cannot make the grab.
Yeah, it looked like he had him. He went up. I'm not sure if that just went through his hands, but Mahtomedi taking a shot. And they had something there, but just couldn't quite connect on it.
Yeah, it looked like that ball may just a touch underthrown as Boyan had a tough time adjusting back to it. And it looks like we have a player slow to get up on the Park of Cottage Grove team. But we'll take a look at that last play.
Yeah, you take a look here. Number 6, slow to get up. That's Marnez Trotter for Park Cottage Grove. He's the junior. And they're taking a look at him right on the sidelines here as we're looking at a 2nd and 10. So let's take a look at the standings here, Sam.
Once again, taking a look at those standings. See Park there at the very top with a record of 5-1. Their only loss coming to St. Thomas Academy, who sits in 2nd, and that game was decided by 3 points. So very tight at the top of your East Metro Red standings. And we still got some football to play, as you see a lot of teams, 5 teams bunched up there at the top. So a lot to decide in terms of both conference champion, but as well as looking into seeding for sectionals going into postseason playoffs.
Oh, very tight, like you said. Still 5 teams in the mix for that top spot, coming down to the wire. But Park Cottage Grove off to a great start tonight to keep that threshold on the top spot.
Yeah, and wouldn't mind seeing them face off with that St. Thomas Academy team once again to see where they stand now with a few more games under their belt. So Johnson hands off inside, and Tumbleson gets a couple for the Zephyrs. And that may be the last play here in our first quarter, as we're under 10 seconds left to go. And looks like that will in fact be. So a big first quarter for the Wolfpack as they jump out 21-0, taking advantage of some costly turnovers by Mahtomedi, as well as a nice balanced attack on offense.
Great start here, and we'll take a break here quick, Sam. Come back for the second quarter. 3rd and 7 for the Zephyrs. Please come back.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing. I watch golf with him. And
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
Beautiful shot of the crowd holding up the lights as we eagerly await the start of this second quarter, as we are recording here from Mahtomedi Homecoming 2015 from beautiful George Smith Field in Mahtomedi, Minnesota. And the second quarter will start off with a pitch to Jalen Fry, who will pick up a few yards. And on a long 3rd down and 7, looks like he got the first. And in fact, the ref does signal 1st down.
Fresh set of downs here for the Zephyrs at their own 43. And they're certainly wanting to put together a good drive here, see if they can answer and make this a tale of 2 quarters.
So Johnson in the shotgun. 1st down and 10. He'll roll to the left, look to pass, has a receiver. And that is number 9, Andy Voyen. He brings it in. And he'll have about a 6-yard pickup after forward progress.
And a positive 6-yard pass there to open things up. Kind of keeps his 2nd down here. Really anything in the playbook, which is what Mahtomedi wants. And you'll see a little rollout here. And a nice toss and catch there from the Zephyrs. A 6-yard strike. And that was Voyen from Johnson.
And so 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard pickup. Handoff goes inside to TJ Tumbleson. He'll fall ahead. Looks like he picked up maybe 3. And looks like, yes, it will be 3. He'll be about a yard short of that 1st down. And that'll bring up another big 3rd down for this Mahtomedi offense.
Massive 3rd down, especially the way that defensive line of the Wolfpack's been playing. We'll see. It might be a battle of the wills. I'd expect a run play on this. You almost might have to treat this as 2-down territory if you're the Zephyrs.
And you see the big power back, TJ Tumbleson, in the backfield for the Zephyrs. Got to wonder if he's going to get the ball on this short yardage situation. And they do hand it off inside. He doesn't have room to run. He'll try and bust it out to the right, but to no avail as the big stop coming in from that impressive Park front.
Yeah, that's blown up there by the senior Jordan Giles finishing it off. And we're looking at 4th and 1 here. A massive play in the second quarter.
And decision time. But it looks like down 21, Dave Mutzel is going to decide to go for it here on 4th down. Although sometimes tough to determine because quarterback Jared Johnson is also the punter. But it does look like they're going to keep the offense on the field.
And I think that's the right decision at this point. 4th and 1, you're down 3 scores early in the second quarter. If you can get a first down and get some points on the board on this drive, you get a little bit of momentum, and they want that pretty badly here. So we'll see what we got.
Split backfield behind Johnson. He hands it off once again, and Tumbleson will get that first down as he picks up 2 when he only needed 1.
Yep, just blasted through the hole there. Good push from that offensive line and just enough space to get that first down on a 4th and short. And that's just what the doctor ordered for the Zephyrs here to keep that drive alive.
You take a look at Big 34 right there, Tumbleson. That is kind of his MO. Just short yardage up the middle if you need one. Hopefully he can get you that and a little bit more. But he's just going to run it right at you.
He is a real load to take down, so not a bad play call there on 4th and short.
So Johnson avoids the pressure on first down, running out to the right. He'll be chased down and taken down, and that's Ogun Rindy, who's playing both ways like a lot of these Park of Cottage Grove players.
Oh, and just fantastic pursuit here from Ogun Rindy as you see him chase him out of the pocket, and he does not let him go. He pursues and pulls him down. A minimal gain for the Zephyrs. 2nd and 4 here. But a nice play. It could have been a lot worse, Sam.
That's right. Does pick up 6. Didn't think he gained quite that much, but it is a 6-yard pickup, bringing up that 2nd down and 4. Johnson under center. He takes the snap. Looks short to Fry. Fry has some room to run, and flags come out. Fry still on his feet. He'll go down to the turf. Does have the first down, but like I said, a couple flags on the ground as well.
And I think that one's coming back with a hold on the Zephyrs offensive line. And that's going to mitigate what would have been a nice positive chunk on a little screen play to Fry. Yeah, they're bringing that one back, Sam. And Fry none too happy about that one.
It's probably a pretty obvious hold. We got some members of the Park defensive coaching staff next door to us here in the press box, and they were pretty certain on that play that there was some jersey grabbing going on.
I think they had the binoculars out and called that hold right when it happened, and sure enough they were on it, and they got that one right.
So unfortunate play there for the Zephyrs after a nice 6-yard pickup on first down. The hold will bring it all the way back and make it a 2nd down and 14. And fake the handoff, rolls right. Johnson dumps it off to Tumbleson. Tumbleson runs right through the defender to pick up a couple extra yards and make it a short yardage situation on 3rd down.
Oh, nice play. And look at that power from Rumbleson Tumbleson there. And they roll it out to him in the right, get him in space, and he does the rest. But he's a real load to take down. And we're looking at a 3rd and 1 here. Nice little play design there by the Zephyrs.
So the one negative thing for Mahtomedi being down 21 early is looks like Jalen Fry and the running game is, has to leave the game plan a little bit, but they have had some success using him as a decoy I've seen here in the past couple drives. So got to be looking at that as the game progresses.
Absolutely, and they can use him as a weapon on some of those screen and underneath routes too. We'll see what they opt to do. 3rd and 1, they're going to just keep those drives going. Exactly what the Park coach did not want were these long sustained drives, and the Zephyrs are finally putting one together here, much to Darren Glazer's chagrin.
That's right, and a nice job by Mahtomedi grinding this drive out, keeping it extended, but the only issue there is already trailing 21-0. This is probably what they would have liked to do with their opening possession.
Oh, they most certainly would have, but can't dwell on that now. You got to get points up. If they can pull within, maybe 2 scores here, they'll have a shot, and it looks like the Zephyrs are going to burn a timeout here.
An interesting call there as they just picked up the first down, so maybe just didn't like the personnel. But anyway, they will take that timeout.
They will take the timeout indeed, Sam. And again, I'd like to invite you to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/TV19sports and follow all the latest action on Twitter, twitter.com/TV19sports. You can get all your Metro Prep Sports updates.
That's
Follow
right.
along.
Feel free to comment, send anything at TV19 Sports. You got any interesting tidbits, any statistical information we might not know about? We'd love to get that from you. We also give away prizes. If, as we mentioned earlier, got episodes of Sports Path airing every other Wednesday, and we're doing a nice new trivia giveaway with inviting people to answer the question via Facebook. So look for that every other Wednesday, 7 p.m.
Can't win if you don't join. Watch, right?
That's right. Okay, so after that short break, the timeout, we are set to resume 1st down and 10 for Mahtomedi. And they are into Park territory on their 34.
Play action.
Fakes, but great pressure off the edge by the Park of Cottage Grove Wolfpack, and down goes Johnson for the sack.
58, Brendan Hamilton not falling for that play action. Hot pursuit, and Johnson had nowhere to escape, and it's a big loss on 1st and 10. You see him knife through, and he's not buying one bit of that play action.
Yeah, great read there by 58 as he just stayed with the ball the whole time.
That's a massive play. And the Zephyrs going the wrong way, looking at a 2nd and long, 2nd and 20 here, we'll call it.
Yeah, just as they were marching into dangerous territory, they are pushed back. So 2nd down, 20. 3 receivers way out to the left. Pitch goes to Fry on the option. He's got room to run. He's got a lot of space, and he's got speed. And he'll take it all the way in and leap it into the end zone for the score.
Well, that's what they want to do, is get him out in space. And when he does, he can take it all the way, and he just went all the way to the end zone, and that's exactly what the Zephyrs needed, a big play from Jalen Fry in this offense.
And a big play like that is destined to get the crowd back involved, get the crowd loud as they were before this thing got going. So an impressive run from Jalen Fry, whose touches have been limited due to some injury, as well as the score here so far tonight.
Well, he certainly didn't look injured on this play here. As you see, Johnson pitch it out to him on almost an option-like play. He hits that hole, and no one's getting him when he gets out in space down that sideline. Just dive into the end zone.
One of the fastest players in the metro area. We have a blocked extra point in high school, though. That is a dead ball as it goes to the turf. So no good on the extra point. With that score, that will make it 21-6. And we'll take a look at that extra point once again.
Yeah, good push. You just see him come right through. Not much blocking from that Zephyrs line on the special teams.
And it looked like the jack of all trades, number 8, Michael Griffin for the Wolfpack, getting in there as he's done it all. Caught a touchdown, almost ran in for a score, and blocks a kick on special teams.
Griffin's been great tonight, and you got to hope if you're the Zephyrs that point doesn't come back to haunt them.
As Coach Darren Glazer of the Wolfpack told us, got a lot of players that go both ways on offense and defense. And I'm sure Mahtomedi looking to try and wear them down as this game goes on. But so far, the Wolfpack doing a good job of scoring quickly, getting the ball back, kind of making sure those players get a little bit of rest and not having to solely rely on them.
Yeah, and this could be a very pivotal drive here. If Park can go back down and put some more points on the board before half, I think they'll be feeling pretty good. On the opposite side of the spectrum, the Zephyrs can get a stop and put some points up on themselves. Well, then we're looking at a completely different outlook going into halftime.
Yeah, big possession coming up here as we have 6:35 left to go in the first half. Chase Sullivan, number 10, set to boot it away for Mahtomedi. And there goes the kick. I was going to say up into the night sky, but he keeps it kind of low, bounces a couple times, but does fall to number 8, Michael Griffin, who picks it up, makes a man miss, and brings it out past the 30 to the 31.
Solid field position starting off for the Wolfpack, and we'll see if they keep mixing it up with that aerial and rushing attack that's been so formidable thus far in the season.
So they are using those players quite a bit. You saw Griffin block the extra point, return the kick, catch a pass, run the football, as well as play defense. You got to wonder what kind of toll that's going to take when we reach the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter. So Brendan Bolio, quarterback of Park, into the shotgun. Receivers to his left. He looks to his right, dumps it off. Ogun Rindy with space to run. He'll barrel through some defenders, stay on his feet, and get ushered out of bounds. and he is just a tough kid to bring down.
He is. You get him out on that little pass there, and he does the rest. Good blocking to get him outside, and he is a load to take down, so you're usually not going to have one tackler on him. You see him come out to his right side. Nice play by the quarterback, Bolio there. Kind of taking the defense off him, getting it back to him.
Ogun Rindy just keeping those legs turning. Great job, just like they teach it. And this time handoff. This will go to Michael Griffin. He'll get stood up. And that's about 2 yards.
Yeah, really limited Ogun Rindy on that one. And we'll see what they're doing. They got Griffin and Ogun Rindy kind of in the backfield and in the slot here, and they've really been working them both in. We'll see what they got up their sleeve here on 2nd and 8.
Yep, looks like Griffin lines up not far out to the right, but as a receiver out to the right, off of the line of scrimmage. Bolio looking to his left, tucks it, decides to run. Now he looks to his right. Dangerous pass, but it's completed to Ogun Rindy out of the backfield, and he'll charge ahead for a nice gain of about 16 or 17 yards.
Just a fantastic play there from Bolio. You see him kind of wait and wait. Finally, Ogun Rindy is able to come out of the backfield and basically use him as a safety valve. And nice pass. Nothing but open field in front of Ogun Rindy. And he barrels his way for a big Wolfpack first down.
Nice job by Bolio, keeping his eyes downfield until he had no more time. Escapes the pressure and checks it down to the running back for a sizable gain, and they are now into Mahtomedi territory. Bolio fakes the handoff. He'll go right to Ogun Rindy now, and he'll cut it back up the field, and that'll be yet another first down.
That will be, Sam, and the Wolfpack just doing a great job keeping that Zephyrs defense on their heels. They're mixing up with some short passes, taking a few shots this evening, and mixing in the run. So right now the Zephyrs on their heels, and another quick pass. You see him getting Ogun Rindy involved after the play action there, and he's got plenty of green field ahead of him for another nice chunk gain and a first down, and they are threatening late in the second quarter.
And it looks like Mahtomedi has taken their second timeout of the first half, as we have about just over 5 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. And as we said earlier, we got our bi-weekly highlight show, Sports Path, on location, TV 19 every other Wednesday, live at 7 p.m. You got your Metro East and Suburban East highlights, interviews, and more, as well as some trivia contests and all that good stuff. So every other Wednesday, got one this Wednesday, the 7th. We'll do one on the 21st as well.
A lot of action there, Sam, especially with the playoffs coming up, so it should be a jam-packed episode this week.
Great program with some great hosts. And Ogun Rindy gets a handoff, shakes off a tackler, and he'll just steamroll ahead for another first down.
He is a beast as he runs a guy over, bounces off another, and gets a nice gain there. Another first down for the Wolfpack. And you got to wonder what the Zephyrs got to do to bring down this potent offense of Park Cottage Grove.
So first down and 10, ball on the 10, so they'll call it first down and goal. Ogun Rindy gets the inside handoff. This time he stood up, but still can't be brought down. But with the forward progress, only picking up maybe a yard.
Yeah, good play. Jack Heinz coming in there and meeting him at the line. Not much to do in there.
I think it's about the third time, though, between Ogun Rindy and Griffin that they've been, technically tackled, but they haven't hit the ground. They've just been stopped with their forward progress.
No, Ogun Rindy trying to keep those pants clean. His ma said she gets mad if he gets grass on him, so he prefers to run him over as we look at a 2nd and 8 here.
So shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Bolio looks to the right, quick pass, but it's unable to be handled by Jake Hodge, the junior wide receiver. Jake Hoagie.
Yeah, it looked like Hoagie bobbled that one. And we're going to be looking at a third down, as you see, just over his head and a little off on the timing, it looked like there. And
not a great throw, but did get some hands on it, so
yeah,
probably should have brought that one in. Incompletion will make it third down and goal from the 8-yard line. 4:18 left to go, first half. Bolio shotgun, got receiver way out to his left, one closer. He'll look to the right. Goes to Ogunrindi, who steps out of bounds, and out of bounds, they'll say, at the 4-yard line. So that'll bring up an interesting 4th down and goal from about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, again, getting Ogunrindi out in the flat there. Just not enough field there to turn it up quite, and steps out at about the 3 or 4, and looks like the Wolfpack's going to go for it here.
And I like this call. With the lead deep in the territory, defense has looked real solid all night, except for on that last possession. Bolio with pressure, looking to the left. Griffin has escaped out of the backfield. He'll get the ball, and he'll have his second receiving TD of the night.
Well, they are just mechanical right now, the way they're moving the ball. Griffin, Ogunrinde, and Bolio spreading it around, and another touchdown for the visiting Wolfpack. And talk about answering the drive. The Zephyrs get a little momentum, big run from Fry. And it's almost just takes the wind out of you if you're the Zephyrs. Just come back and another touchdown from the Wolfpack.
And especially the way they do it, just being able to grind you down with big bodies, Griffin and Ogunrindi, but Griffin can also go out wide, be a receiver. Still, they'll have that size to kind of have the impact against the defense and really wear them down.
They're doing just that as we take another look here. Good protection for the quarterback, Breliu there. And he just lobs it over, and Griffin, no one there, though. So obviously a little bit of communication there, a well-designed offensive play, getting Griffin out in space, and
he's working on quite a stat line.
Yeah, he's hushing that crowd. They probably don't like that, but he's right.
He doesn't have to do it with his finger. He's been doing it with his play all night. Extra point blocked, one long receiving touchdown. He got that short receiving touchdown. Had one darn near on the goal line.
He's been excellent at this juncture here, and I'd expect him to remain a big part of this Wolfpack offense.
And you had to wonder, coming into this game, we're looking at some stats with Ogunrindi running at about 9 yards per carry with only 80-some yards per game. Kind of wondered how that was possible, but you see with such a balanced attack that they can kind of share the wealth.
Yeah, they have them both, and Ogunrindi going listed at 230, and let's not forget here, Griffin's listed at 200. He's another big boy, so talk about wearing a team out, and eventually they keep running you over. You're going to probably get pretty sick of it and not want much to do with it. So
squib kick escapes. Heinz goes into the end zone where that'll be an automatic touchback here in the high school rules. And I believe they will take it over on the 20. And yes, in fact, they do.
And a big drive here again for the Zephyrs. We've been saying it, but after that touchdown from Cottage Grove, the Zephyrs really need an answer here before half. Otherwise, it's going to be looking pretty grim down 28-6.
And they've got just over 4 minutes to do so. First down and 10, ball on their own 20. So an uphill battle for the Zephyrs, but they look to start it here as Johnson once again returns under center, got an I form behind him and 2 receivers left. He'll give off to Fry. Fry cuts inside, and he'll be brought down after a pickup of about 6.
Yeah, and I think Mahtomedi is going to want to try to get Fry involved in the passing game. Obviously they really rely on that run game as we take another peek here. But they're not really in much of a position to be just, grinding out with 12 to 15 play drives down 3 scores. They're going to need to start making some shots through the air.
That's right. That's unfortunate because their bread and butter is kind of on the ground. And with Fry being a little smaller and Cottage Grove with quite a big front 4, he might be able to get himself a little bit lost there and shake away and find some space. As he does find a little space, and he'll fall ahead for a first down.
Yeah, that is right. First down there, Zephyrs, and not the kind of game the Zephyrs want to get into. They want to keep things tight, so we'll see how they get things going here as we take a look at a nice first down run from Jalen Fry.
And we had an official's timeout as it looks like Nate Hurley is slow to get off the field. He is, however, jogging off under his own power. Maybe his lid popped off, and he's got to sit one out.
And again, taking a look at our keys to the game from the Wolfpack. Coach Darren Glazer said they want to stay balanced. I think they've done a good job of that so far, Sam. Limit Mahtomedi drives. They've done good there. They've gotten some turnovers. They had the one drive they gave up, but overall pretty dang good. And control the clock, and they've done a great job with that. They've had some long drives, some big plays, And so far, I think Coach Glazer's got to be pretty happy.
So about 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Johnson will hand it off up the middle. TJ Tumbleson, and he does his job picking up a chunk, about 7.
Yeah, that's been pretty effective with Tumbleson up the gut tonight. And if it works, why fix it? It ain't broke.
That's right, and Park may be considering just kind of letting them have those runs up the middle. I mean, to a certain extent, but that's going to be burning that clock. And with a 22-point lead, they're probably fine with that.
Yeah, I think they'd rather give up 4 or 5 than a big, 40-50 from Fry. So.
And they'll try it once again to go to Tumbleson up the middle. This time he's met right away.
Yeah, a little surprised with the coming down to 2 minutes left. They're still going to just hand it off up the gut. You'd think they'd try to open it up a little bit and get that ball down the field, not only to get some points on the board there, but to keep that drive alive. Because if they punt this, well, Park could be looking at another 2-minute offense and add some more points up. So big play here for the Zephyrs.
And on third down, Jalen Fry not on the field. Handoff will go to number 6, Spencer Scott. And, boy, it'll be close with forward progress.
Yeah, I don't think he got that. We'll see about the spot, but he looked short to me.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah,
and it looks like they will give it to him. Refs looked like they were just in front of the 42-yard line, which they had to reach the 42. But they will be given the first down. No measurement either. But the clock does continue to tick after those sticks have been moved.
Yeah, pretty surprising that they wouldn't call a measurement. That was awfully close by the looks of it. Nonetheless, we got a 1st and 10 here for the Zephyrs.
And Zephyrs looking the option once again. They scored off this play. Wolfpack a little more ready for it on this time.
Well, this Wolfpack defense has been fantastic. And not much there. Besides the one big run from Fry, they've done a good job containing him in this first half.
And now Coach Mutzel will take his 3rd and final timeout with 1:30 remaining here in the first half, as they are on a slow march towards the goal line, not quite at midfield, and still running the ball.
Yeah, and you saw it was almost that option play. That's what they scored on earlier, but this time Park Cottage Grove ready for it and limiting the Fry run here. About 1.5 to go and not quite over midfield yet.
You saw a couple of those runs up the middle with TJ Tumbleson. They were probably thinking they could open it up and maybe that option play will work once again. As we take a look at the keys to the game for Mahtomedi, they wanted to have that time of possession and wear out the a lot of the two-way players there for the Park of Cottage Grove. With that, keep the ball, don't have any bad turnovers, and get Jalen Fry involved if he is in fact healthy. He's taken a few knocks here tonight, but he has played majority of the game. Unfortunately, they've been playing a lot of catch-up as well.
That's right.
So Johnson rolls to his left as we're on 2nd and 7. He finds the receiver, Andy Voyen. Voyen makes some people miss. He'll carry it ahead for some good additional yardage and be brought down at about the Wolfpack 40-yard line.
Well, a big play there as they move the chains.
And so 1:19, the clock will restart once those chains are moved. Johnson in the shotgun got 2 receivers out wide right. Bad snap, he's able to handle it. He throws deep right. Voyen unable to bring it down as he had a good look at it.
He did have a much better look than what it looked like it was going to be. He had a shot at it. Griffin kind of, I think, misjudged his jump there. But through the hands and nothing doing there.
So pretty nice pass there by Johnson after the bad snap and the pressure. He rolls right, lays it up there. Voyen had a good beat on it. Maybe thought he was going to take a shot there from the defender coming in as it just slips out of his hand. A few players in the area. So a tough grab from the big number 9, and that will be 2nd down and 10. Johnson rolls right once again, throws, and just out of the reach of 84, Jake Knecht, the senior receiver.
Yeah, just a little too much on that one, and big 3rd and 10 here for both units.
So after that nice completion, getting them into Wolfpack territory, 2 incompletions have led to this third down. As you see there, 1 minute and 3 seconds left to go first half. Zephyrs trailing 28-6.
Now Fry back in the game here on a big third down.
And Johnson looking to pass. He'll run right. He'll throw to his right. He's got Necht. Necht picks up the first down and more.
Big play there. Necht just finding the sidelines, and Johnson doing a great job getting out of the pocket and finding him. And a crucial play here as we're looking at just under a minute to go.
Not sure if they're saying he is out of bounds or if those the clock will start once again. I think they said he went out of bounds. Good news for Mahtomedi is there's 54 seconds remaining. They now have the ball on the Park 18, and they're looking to make something happen here in the final seconds of this first half.
And this is absolutely what the Zephyrs want. See if they can put some points up here and get back in this one.
And it looks like Park will take their second time out here of the half and probably talk over some defensive strategy as they look to keep Mahtomedi out of the end zone.
Yeah, this is big here. We'll see, obviously going into half. It's a lot different looking at 28 to 13 or 14 as opposed to 28 to 6 if you're Mahtomedi, and a stop here for Park would be massive, and they'd be sitting pretty good. And while we take a break, I'd like to again welcome you if you're interested in volunteering, doing camera work, anything behind the scenes. You're all vital to us, and we'd love you to join. So remember, if you are interested to volunteer, call Arlen Becker at 651-747-3821 or email Arlen at onlocationtv.org.
Let's just take a look at one of our great volunteers there, Richard, doing some awesome camera work as always.
Well, they all do a great job.
So first down and 10 from the 18. Johnson rolls to his right. Once again, he'll pitch it late to Jalen Fry. Fry spins off a tackle, and he'll get into the end zone.
Oh, that was a huge play.
And Jalen Fry has come to play himself here tonight with 2 impressive runs, and that is the difference for Mahtomedi as they're on the board with those 2 scores, and they'd probably be held scoreless without it.
Yeah, we take another look. He got to the QB, but he had already gotten rid of the ball. It's a heck of a pitch there as the QB is going down, and Fry does the rest, makes the guy miss. Nice spin move. Nice juke, and he walks on into the end zone, and I think they're going to go for 2 here.
You got to wonder if that was a designed option or if that was just a late freestyle there from Johnson.
That looked pretty dang freestyle, but
I suppose head coach is the only one who'll know for sure.
Worked out nonetheless. 2-point conversion. Johnson's going to scramble out. He's awfully close. See if he can get there.
Edge. He gets pushed, but he gets the pylon, and they'll call it good.
A heck of an effort there, and pursuit was that defense. He gave him a shove, but he held his ground, and that is a big scorer by the Zephyrs there.
And you kind of start to hear that crowd getting back into this one. As you take a look, haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here tonight, but a nice job get that score, and Mahtomedi will get the football to start the second half.
Yeah, and that's huge. If they can limit, obviously, Park no points here before the end of the half, they're going to be looking at a pretty good spot here. Might have an opportunity to be right back within 1 score coming out of the gate in the third quarter.
So you see there, Johnson put in one heck of an effort.
Great job getting to that pylon.
And I think great call there by the officiating crew. He did, in fact, break the plane of the goal line there on that shove.
And the Zephyr looks like he's having a great time. Big grin on his face after that run.
Not so sure if that's a grin or if that's
having a great time nonetheless here.
It kind of looks like he's been watching the majority of this first half as a Mahtomedi fan a little bit. Grit in the teeth, kind of, a little concerned, but kind of ferocious nonetheless.
Yeah, they're trying to turn it around and give him something to cheer for, which Jalen Fry has done here. Just under a minute to go in the first half. George Smith Field, it's a beautiful night.
Absolutely. The sun has set, gotten a little bit chilly here as we're into October in Minnesota. So only 46 seconds left to go here. Chase Sullivan gonna boot it away for Mahtomedi. I might keep it on the ground with a squib. Kind of a side-winding, dipping, diving kick. That'll bounce its way into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So that'll be a nice play.
No chance there. We got a little talking after the whistle here. Some curriculars. We'll see. Looks like they did throw a flag down here, Sam.
Yep.
So let's see what they're throwing here.
And referees having a little bit of a conference on what exactly will be the call. And flag is, looks like the flag won't be picked up. And personal foul will go against the Park of Cottage Grove Wolfpack. That'll drive their offense back a little bit. And with the Zephyrs, no timeouts remaining, they may be content just kind of run this one out here and get into the locker room with a 14-point lead.
Yeah, I think after that penalty, that'll probably do it. You're going to just see a basic kneel down, I'm guessing here, Sam. And I think they'll be pretty content going into half on the road. Big homecoming game for the Zephyrs, and they're up 2 scores. They got to be happy with that.
And the crowd pretty quiet after that. So Park of Cottage Grove will have to run one more play. It'll be another kneel down, and that will be it for our first half.
And the away team with a great first half. I don't think they could have asked for much more here. But like you said, the Zephyrs, I believe, getting the ball to start the second half. And considering how bad things started out, let's not forget they were down 21-0.
That's right. And
they could be within a score here.
That is right. And the big play kind of coming on that first fumble. They're giving the Park of Cottage Grove the ball on the goal line, which put them up 14-0. So that is our first half. As we said, 28-14, Park of Cottage Grove leads. We'll have the second half for you when we return. I want to thank you for watching this presentation of high school football on TV 19 Sports.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Hello and welcome back to this presentation of Friday night high school football on TV 19 Sports. As you see, we're here from Mahtomedi High School in the at George Smith Field. As the Zephyrs are welcoming the Wolfpack. You take a look, Zephyrs coming into this one 4-2. Wolfpack are 5-1. As we said, we're getting ready for the start of the third. I'm Sam Erickson with my esteemed partner, Luke Howitt, bringing you this one here tonight.
Right you are, Sam, and a big late score from the Zephyrs to end that half. It could get them back in it. They're going to get the ball here. And if they can put some points on the board and make it a one-score game, it's going to be quite the half here, because things were looking pretty gloom for the Zephyrs early on.
That's right, a couple nice plays from number 1 Jalen Fry, returning from an injury that kept him out last week. Had a couple big explosive plays, and that were the Zephyrs' 2 touchdowns. So they'll bounce the kick to start the third quarter. Heinz with a little trouble dealing with it, but he'll pick it up and advance it forward. Ball comes out late.
Lost the ball.
And Park of Cottage Grove has it for the score. And a flag comes out real late. And flag comes in late. Not sure if it may be on the Zephyr bench.
And it looks like this one's going to go the way on the Zephyrs. I think we're going to have a sideline foul called on the Zephyrs. This touchdown's going to count.
Come out late, but it looks like there's some frustrated-looking players on the Zephyr bench. Not sure if they were calling for the ball to be down. Let's take another look at this. It all kind of happened fast on the far side of the field.
That happened awfully quick, and suddenly the Wolfpack came out with the ball, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to take another peek at this or not.
So Heinz able to recover it there, but as he was going down, ball came out. It looks like it just, oh, and boy, it looks like his knee may have been down there as the ball is just taken away, although it may have started coming loose before he did get down.
Yeah, great play there by 32. I think Lucas Lillidahl, the junior, I think he just stripped that out of him before his bottom end hit the ground there, and I think that's going to stand, and sure enough it is. That's a heck of a play, and that's exactly what Park wanted to start the second half. I don't think you could have drawn it up any better.
So awfully close play, but it looked like the ball was in fact coming loose before he got down to the ground. So just like the start of the first half, kind of a costly fumble deep in their own zone, leading to a Park of Cottage Grove easy touchdown, and that's 14 points. It's pretty much just given away by the Zephyrs.
And that's awfully deflating coming out in the second half. You're getting the ball like we discussed. You know, you go down and put together a drive, Sam, and you're within a score, and instead, not even 15 seconds into the second half, you're back down 3 scores.
So big play, extra point was good. That makes it 35-14. So the Wolfpack regaining that 21-point lead that they jumped out to start in the first quarter. And we've only ticked off 11 seconds here into the second half. So a squib kick, they're trying to keep it away from Fry once again. This one will roll out of bounds, and that'll be an illegal procedure call. And that will come out to, I believe, either the 35 or 40.
Yeah, not the way they want to draw that one up, but I guess they're probably still content as long as it ain't in number one's hands.
So definitely not doing the job to opening up the quarter, just kicking it away from Fry. It works really to their benefit as the ball is lost. And
it looks like they might be re-kicking the ball here.
And I think that's something the Wolfpack can elect. Or excuse me, Mahtomedi can elect to have happen as a re-kick.
Well, Mahtomedi's going to be looking at what should be pretty good field position here after the kick out of bounds by the Cottage Grove Wolfpack. And they're going to do another pooch there, Sam.
And this time it gets into Jalen Fry's hands, and he'll have an opportunity to make a play. Oh, and he nearly got loose as he picks up a good bit of yardage. He'll bring it out to the 45-yard line, so maybe a good decision there. Well, it is a good decision to re-kick it as they get better field position.
Yeah, they'll be starting just shy of midfield on their own 45. Gonna ask for much better starting field position. As we take another look at the squib kick, but Fry comes up, fields it. You can just see his speed. As soon as he picks that up, he hits that hole, and he is dangerous. And he goes from the 10-15 yard line out to the 45 in a hurry.
Yeah, he's really looked explosive here tonight. So toss to the left. Toss left gets about 4.
And again, swarming defense. You see 4 guys on Fry there. And a nice 4-yard little gain, but if you're the Zephyrs, that's not going to cut it. They're going to have to, maybe try some of those pitches outside, maybe some play action and a shot deep, because, these 12-15 play drives are going to be working against them now, not the spot they want to find themselves in when they rely so heavily on that ground game.
You got to wonder if they're going to work in a little bit more of that option, although not a lot of time to be able to run the ball all the time, but both those touchdowns coming off option plays. Johnson faked the handoff to Tumbleson, nowhere to go as an explosive front for the Wolfpack, bring him down for the sack.
Yeah, that's Brendan Hamilton finishing it up. Good pressure from the entire defense, blowing things up. And Hamilton not fooled. You'll see 90 come in there and make a great play. Josh Lopez.
That was almost one-armed there, Lopez.
Yeah. Lopez dominated that lineman, pushed the QB out, and Hamilton ate him up for dinner. And 3rd and 12 for the Zephyrs in their own territory.
So shotgun, 3rd and 12. Johnson looking for a receiver, doesn't have it, he lays it up. Ball's in the air, and it'll fall harmlessly to the turf as it'll go incomplete. And Mahtomedi will be forced to punt it away.
Well, that's a big defensive stop for Park Cottage Grove. And if you're the Zephyrs, pretty disappointing start to the half. You know, you get a first down there, you get great field position, but you find yourself still down 21 after that turnover on the kickoff, and now a punt.
So Johnson gets it off, boots it away. Michael Griffin back for Parker Cottage Grove. He's unable to handle it, but I think he falls right back on top, and he will.
Ooh, just got on that one, Sam, and that's exactly what Park Cottage Grove does not want to do, is give the Zephyrs good field position and give them a play like that that could, you know, catapult them back into the game here. They obviously are up 3 and just got the Zephyrs the punt, so fortunate and nice play by Griffin able to get back onto that ball.
That's right. Wouldn't have been the traditional way to advance the ball up the field, but it would have been effective nonetheless. So good job of Griffin keeping his wits about him and getting right back on top of that ball. So first and down from their own 18. Griffin will get it now, this time on the ground. He'll cut it outside. And once again, he'll just be ushered out of bounds.
Just a strong back. You see him pushing the guys away from him. And they haven't really had an answer for Griffin on the ground. And it's been a great game running the ball and passing the ball for the Wolfpack. They've been very balanced with that attack of Ogun Rinde and Griffin.
So shotgun, 2 receivers right, 2 left, 1 back. And boy, he took it right out of the basket of Ogun Rinde. That was kind of a QB option there. And a real late decision, but nice job by Bolio to take it himself and pick up that first.
Yeah, great job here. You see him, he almost hands it off and takes it back, says, no, I'm going to keep this one, finds a hole, and gets a first down for the Wolfpack. He takes a shot there, but he's a tough guy, and he gets back up into the huddle. First down for the Wolfpack.
Great job by our camera operators there, sticking with the play. Ogun Rinde nowhere to go, but he'll find somewhere to go as he goes left after being hit in the backfield and just not being able to be brought down by that first tackler.
Man, is he
a world of difference.
Whew. That's just bounces off, gets outside, almost reminded me of Jerome Bettis back in his Steelers day.
Oh, yeah.
Just bouncing off people, can't get him down, and, you know, 3 guys there, bouncing off, gets it back out to the right, there's room, and he turns what should have been a loss or no gain into a 9-yard scramble.
Here, I thought he only broke 1 tackle. I should know better. There was definitely a couple missed or broken tackles on that last play. And you can see why he averages about 9 a clip, as that one was rattled off for 10 plus.
He's a man-child out there, and he's tough to bring down, and that makes this offense awfully tough to defend when you got weapons like that.
And a nice night here for football. Weather dropping a little bit as we get into October in Minnesota. It's about time. Although I'm still not ready for it. Don't think I ever am. Homecoming here on the campus at Mahtomedi. Bolio in the shotgun for Park. He looks to pass, doesn't have anybody downfield. He'll tuck it and run it himself, and he'll be shifty and pick up a difficult 3. A little slow to get up, but he's just fine.
Nelson on the tackle.
And we'll call it 3 there. And well, not bad if you're Park Cottage Grove. I think, you know, if you can keep running that ball, keep chipping that clock down, that's all going to work in your favor.
And just a jam-packed stadium here tonight. No room in the parking lot, some standing room only, and also a nice showing by the visiting Park fans. So Ogun Rinde getting it. He'll go off tackle left.
Well, they're going to throw a flag here. They might have got a hold late. Wolfpack ain't going to like that, but looked like they had a great play. They found that back hole in for the big man, Ogun Rinde. We'll see what the call is.
It is a hold.
It's going to come back, Sam.
That's too bad because that came in pretty late. Probably didn't need to be holding on that play. Refs do flag, and that'll bring it back 10 yards.
Yeah, I already had a positive gain out of it. I mean, I get you're trying, but that's a flag that hurts you. Looking at another fresh set of downs in enemy territory. Instead, you're going the wrong way here. But nonetheless, still only a 2nd and 1, it looks like.
2nd and 1.
Is that a defensive hold?
I'm not sure. I think it might have been spot foul, so
Okay.
I think he still gets the yardage and they move it back from there. But
I think
costly nonetheless, yardage-wise.
I think you're probably right about that one. Not a lot of defensive holding on run plays. So it'll be 2nd down 1. Ogun Rindy will get the ball. He'll go off the, not Ogun Rindy. That is 3rd and 3. Jordan Giles, who kind of went late in motion, got the ball and swept out to the right side for the first.
And just another big weapon they have. He goes off at 6'2", 205 as we take a look at the replay here. And they just bring him in motion. He has just enough to get around the edge and takes a shot there, but
Another broken tackle by this Park running game.
this running game has been very effective to this point. And back to Ogarinde.
And this is what makes Park a very formidable football team, is that they kind of got ahead early with the passing game, mixing things up, and now they just have the weapons to just sort of grind it out.
Absolutely, this is right where they want to be with the way this team's built. And they're staying fresh when they got Griffin and the rest of the crew, Ogun Rinde, and even mix in Giles on some plays. So been a very good balanced attack, and now with that lead, they can just really hammer that run game. And you can see the Zephyrs almost wearing down a bit, making tackles on these big boys.
So again, they do the delayed hand up to Ogun Rindy, but a wonderful tackle in. That's Devin Fitzpatrick.
Oh, great play coming up and taking out the legs. I think that's the first time we've seen him go down all night.
That's the key there. Got to go after the legs of the big guy. A lot of times they've been standing him up, getting the forward progress call. But here's the way you bring the big man down. Great job.
Just a textbook tackle. Textbook tackle by Fitzpatrick there. Shoulder into the legs, taking him down. And you know what they say, you take the legs out and the body can't move. So great textbook tackle there.
So on 3rd down and 9, Bolio looking to pass, looks right, doesn't have anybody. Now he'll throw it late, and that'll just sail out of bounds as he was looking for Jordan Giles. So big stand there from Mahtomedi. We'll see what Park elects to do with 4th down and 9 from the Zephyr 38, and looks like the punting unit will come on.
Yeah, they're going to rely on that defense, who's been pretty solid thus far, and they've been definitely taking advantage of opportunities. And they're going to see if they can't pin the Zephyrs back deep and make them drive the field.
So Evan Reyes, number 3, back to receive. As Park punts for the first time in this one. Low snap, hardly gets there. Nice job picking it up by the punter. He'll do a little soft pooch punt. And good job by Park for downing.
Wow, fantastic. And they're going to put him down at the centimeter line there, or centimeter line, if you will.
Boy, that punt looked doomed from the snap, but the low snap gets back to the punter. That was number 7, Sean George, who has a receiving touchdown tonight. And what a great little kick.
I think he's mastered the spin. That worked out brilliantly for the Wolfpack.
I was wondering if they might have called touchback, because it looked like maybe the Park player who actually got his hand in and down the ball had a body part in over the goal line. But it doesn't look like he was, in fact, the one to make contact with it as the refs down it on that half-yard line. So Johnson under center from his own half-yard line, deep in his end zone. He'll pass to the right. He's got Voyen, and just too long. Great coverage on the play. That's number 6, Marnez Trotter.
And he had a step on him, Sam, but just couldn't quite connect. Looking for that big play. It was almost there, but just over the outstretched body of Voyen, and a 2nd and 10 out of their own end zone for Mahtomedi.
You can see the ball there just on the edge of the goal line. I thought they moved it up to the 5 for a second, but that is in fact on the edge of the goal line. So Johnson, center, drops the ball. Bad snap. Not sure who's on it.
Looked like Park jumped on that. Yeah. And I think Park Cottage Grove's going to come out with this. Well, this is a big call, and this could be a dagger for the Zephyrs if they didn't come out of that pile with the ball, and they did. Wow.
And
that is big.
They're actually able to pick up a little bit of breathing room and yardage on that play as the ball somehow found its way forward.
Well, very fortunate there as we roll the replay, take another peek here. and just never made the exchange from the snap. And that ball is fumbling all over, and somehow the Zephyrs come out of the pile with the ball.
Just kind of kicked ahead.
That's right. It looked like it might have been 50. 50 for Mahtomedi. Brandon Hall with the ball, as we'll take an injury timeout, and we'll send it to commercial break. Come on back soon.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Welcome back. As we return from the injury timeout, looked like it was number 34, TJ Tumbleson, who found himself on the bottom of that pile trying to recover the football. So 3rd down and 8 from deep in their own territory. Fakes the handoff. Johnson rolls out, and he's got room to run. He'll pick up the 1st and more. So what a job, as he literally escapes the defense, escapes his own goal line, and gets a little bit of breathing room. And I think there was a collective sigh of relief from this fan base as well.
Yeah, everyone was holding their breath on that one. That was a big 1st down. Johnson using his feet on the rollout, and they'll get a fresh set of downs. You take a look, just got to that corner. That defense in pursuit, but just had enough room to get to that 1st down marker.
This Zephyr squad really likes to roll that quarterback out, give him the run-pass option. Nice choice there as he picks up the 1st down, a nice little scamper. So he'll go shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. Fry goes in motion late. He'll get the handoff on the sweep. And not much room there as he's pushed out. And flag comes in late. It looks like they might get Park for a late hit.
I think they're going to call this one on the Zephyrs here, but not quite sure. Just saw a little scuffle down there, but
and I thought he maybe got a shot in him on laid out of bounds, but I was going to say that's a little ticky-tacky, and I don't believe it is, in fact, the call.
Yeah, let's take another peek, see if we can see what happened at the end of the play there. Looks like they're calling a personal foul on the Wolfpack.
And there it is, right there.
Yep.
Not a whole lot there, but
looked like he almost got shoved into a Mahtomedi player by a Mahtomedi teammate, but nevertheless, they're going to call that one a personal foul and move the ball out to the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Zephyrs.
So Mahtomedi is kind of getting something going here, moving the ball a little bit after starting on their own 1-yard line. Park giving them a few yards there though on that penalty. So Johnson goes from the shotgun, 1st and 10. 3 receivers to his right, 1 running back behind him. He looks right. He's got a backside screen to Siekmeyer, and Siekmeyer will carry it ahead. He'll pick up, it looks like 9.5, just shy of the 1st.
Yeah, not a bad play there.
And they're going to wave it ahead for a 1st down.
Yeah, no measurement, but good for a 1st down there for the Zephyrs.
So big 1st down. And possibly a favorable spot there on that one. Although Siekmeyer does lunge forward there at the very end as they spotted on the 47. Didn't think he quite got across the 45, but in fact he did.
Well, he had him there, and Johnson just overshot it. I think he wants that toss back. They had an opportunity there for a big one and just couldn't quite connect.
And it's too bad as number 9, Andy Voyant, goes 6'3", 190. He's been a big target, but they have just not been able to find each other all night.
No, he has had Voyant on a couple occasions this evening, but not much to show for it. None of those big connections. See if they keep taking those shots, but going to have to be a little more accurate on those passes if they want to make them count.
So 5:28 left to go here, 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 10 for Mahtomedi on the march. Handoff Fry. He'll go to the right and pick up a couple. As Jordan Giles in on the tackle, one of quite a few of these Park players that go play both ways, both sides of the football.
Yeah, they've been very effective, and we're looking at a big 3rd and 7 here. Just at midfield.
Right on the 50, in the middle of that Zephyr logo. Johnson rolls right after getting the ball from the shotgun. He'll pass right, complete to Voyen, who gets knocked.
And I think
But
that's
no
going to be
first
short.
down.
That is going to be short by a couple at least there, Sam.
It's only about a 3-yard pickup, maybe 4-yard pickup. That'll bring up a 4th down and 3 from the Park 46.
And I got to imagine they're going to go for it. Not much reason getting rid of the ball here. Wind it down. Just over 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter here.
Not sure why he's out of bounds. I was going to say, not sure why the clock is stopped. Forgot Boyan went out of bounds on his play. So fake the handoff, but that will not fool the defense. Number 58, Brendan Hamilton, in again for a nice play.
Hamilton's been fantastic. That's at least his 2nd sack now as we take another look. He comes flying in and, I mean, didn't fall forward. A little bit of a miscommunication there maybe from Fry and Johnson, but nonetheless, Hamilton storms through and a great sack. That's at least his 2nd, I believe, of the game, Sam, and he's been a real force.
He didn't want to leave the field. He forgot that was 4th down. So big play, gets the turnover on downs as the Wolfpack will take over, and they'll have it 1st and 10 now from the Zephyr 46.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not. Hamilton wasn't the only one that forgot it was 4th down. I was wondering what was going on there, but that's a big play on 4th and 4 from Hamilton, and Park looks like they're in cruise control now.
They'll go from the shotgun, got receivers out left and right. This one goes to the right, ball pops up, not handled by the receiver. It's Marnez Trotter unable to bring in that low throw, but it will fall incomplete.
Yeah, fortunate for Trotter that he wasn't able to control it. Otherwise, it could have been 6 the other way for the Zephyrs after losing it. But clearly, he never had control of that. And let's call it a 2nd down and 10 for the Wolfpack. They'll live another day.
So 2nd down and 10, handoff goes to Jordan Giles. Giles has some room to run. He'll cut inside and he'll pick up that 1st down after a pickup of 11 yards.
Yeah, they're mixing in Giles now, and this Zephyr's defense just not much of an answer for anything that this Wolfpack running game's thrown at them. They're running at will, and that's pretty demoralizing if you're that Zephyr's unit on defense.
And you hardly saw a linebacker in the shot there for Mahtomedi as their front forward just taken away. And Giles able to get to the 2nd level, no problem. So 3 receivers bunched to the left of Bolio, 1 out wide to the right. He'll look to the left, throw quick. And that'll be turned up the field quick as dragging defenders along for the 1st down is Mason Anello.
Anello on the reception. First down, Wolfpack.
Another big play there, Sam, and they are moving. Nice little quick pass. They've liked those all night, and they've been effective.
That's right, same formation as last play, bunched to the left, out right. 1 back behind quarterback Bolio. I believe that's Ogun Rindy. They're going to milk a little bit of clock here already, starting late here in the 3rd quarter with that 21-point lead. Bolio fake to the left, throws right, play is blown dead, and I think we'll have a false start.
False start against the Wolfpack.
And it is indeed a false start call. So with that,
back him up a bit.
We'll back him up 5 yards. That'll make it 1st and 15.
1st and 15.
They're on the Mahtomedi 29-yard line. 3 minutes, 32 seconds left to go here in quarter 3. And counting, we're here at Mahtomedi Homecoming. It's October the 2nd. Great atmosphere here. Great in the parking lot before the game. Everybody out grilling, having a great time. Huge attendance here tonight. So what a wonderful day for some football. Bolio goes in shotgun with the trips to his left once again. He'll hand off. This is Jordan Giles. Giles hits one, and then he's slammed to the turf after a pickup of maybe 2.
I'd imagine they're going to keep the ball on the ground, or those quick hitters keep that clock running. Certainly time not on the side of the Zephyrs at this point.
And it looks like he's only able to pick up 1. So second down 14 then.
And they're going to keep using Giles. He's been effective in limited touches this evening.
A quick pass out to the left, a little too hot for Michael Griffin as he didn't quite get his head around fast enough, and that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, you see it come out quick. He wasn't quite around. That looked a little dangerous as it kind of popped up there, but
he maybe should have had that. That was right in front of his eyes. Especially the guy who's brought in two passes for touchdowns so far tonight.
Yeah, he probably wants that one back, but fortunately falls down, and at least not an interception for the Zephyrs.
So big third down and 14. Park looking to throw, rolling right is Bolio. He's got somebody through the middle of the field, and it somehow threads the needle and completes the pass to Sean George.
And that is a beautiful strike on the run. 2 guys on the receiver, and he just pins him in there, and a fantastic catch there by Sean George. Great connection and a huge first down. That is a backbreaker if you're on the Zephyrs defense. We take another look, Sam.
I thought for a second there that was going to start going the other way as he kind of throws across the body slightly. You can see why that can be a dangerous football play, but great job by Sean George getting the body in front of the defender and making the grab.
Great concentration and almost backing out the defender to snatch the ball out of the air there.
So first and goal from the 7. Bolio in the shotgun as he normally likes to operate. He'll get it, hand off to Griffin. Griffin just stuffed. So a big win there from the Mahtomedi front as Griffin maybe loses one. Maybe loses a couple. And does, in fact, lose 2 as that'll make it second and goal from the 9.
And, you know, they've been really effective, Park Cottage Grove has, is running to the left side of the line. And I wouldn't be shocked if they go back to the left side here. But they got a trips formation out to our right side here.
And the handoff does indeed go to Giles. He does indeed go to the left. And he'll pick up a nice little gain, getting it inside the 5.
Yeah, there's that left side again. They've been working on that, and it's been very effective. And now after that 4-yard gain, we're looking at a third and goal from the 3. And we'll see if they can't punch this in to really put this thing out of reach.
So under a minute left to go here, quarter number 3, third down and goal inside the 5-yard line for Park of Cottage Grove. Bolio in shotgun.
And we got some movement there up front. I think that's going to cost them 5 yards here.
A false start. Kind of a difficult formation for me to see there. Wasn't quite sure where the quarterback was. I think he was just kind of shielded by one of the backs from where I'm sitting. I was like, I think he's in the shotgun. All of a sudden, is he under center? Where is he?
Yeah, something looked a little off there.
Maybe trying a wildcat formation, a wolf pack formation perhaps. Anyways, now that I'm less confused, it does look like Bolio is going from the shotgun. He's got Michael Griffin behind him to his right, 2 receivers out to the left. Bolio gets it, drops the ball off the snap, then he'll look to throw right, and that will just be a little too strong for the outstretched arm of Sean George.
Yeah, they wanted George again going to the corner, which worked for him in that first half on a nice strike. That snap might have thrown him off a bit, and they'll bring in the field goal unit here to try to extend the lead to 38-14.
Yeah, so with 17 seconds remaining in the third quarter, take our first look at the field goal unit for the Wolfpack. As number 2, Alex Hajabi is going to be doing the kicking. And this one will be about a 25-yarder or so.
And he pushed that one wide to the right. No good.
So big stop there for the Mahtomedi defense as Park got as close as the 3-yard line. Does remain 35-14. Our graphic there at the bottom is not right. That ball missed to the right. So 35-14.
Yeah, that one sailed. He just pushed it a bit and no good. Could have extended that lead, but another opportunity for the Zephyrs here. Trailing 21 as we wrap up the third quarter.
So they will have it on their own 20. Jared Johnson once again going from the shotgun as they try and play catch up. Johnson looking to throw deep, had some pressure coming from the outside.
They're going to call a flag on that one, I think. That receiver just got blasted as the ball was coming. And that's certainly, if nothing else, illegal contact. But I'm thinking they're going to call that a pass interference variety.
I thought there might be a flag coming in for a hit on the quarterback as that was where my eyes went. But it is, in fact, a rather easy pass interference call there for the Zebras. And that'll be advanced up at least 15 yards.
Yeah, let's see if we got another look. This guy, he takes a shot here, that's for sure. And ball's not even there yet. See him go flying there.
Griffin just getting a little aggressive on defense.
Yeah.
So with the penalty, that's an automatic first down. First down and 10 from their own 35. We got 6 seconds left to go here, quarter number 3. Mahtomedi got receivers to the left. Johnson rolls to his left, throws to his left, just over the middle, and that will fall incomplete. Nice job by Giles of taking the receiver out of it as soon as he got a hand to the ball.
Yeah, did not fall much for any of those fakes. Everyone stayed in position, and very nice defensive play by Giles there. And for the Zephyrs, lucky that wasn't picked with the way that ball bounced up in the air.
I would say this Park of Cottage Grove team looks like a well-coached bunch.
Oh, they've been fantastic so far. Very balanced, and that, I've really been impressed with is how fundamental this defense has been. They've been in position. They've limited, for the most part, some big plays, from Fry, but that's going to happen. And Hamilton coming in again, but just got rid of it to Fry here.
Fry able to elude some tacklers, but not everyone.
Yeah, and again, that's what we were just talking about, Sam. A very good, steady defense that's staying in position and limiting those big plays. They brought some pressure in there, got it to Fry, but they limited what Fry did on that catch.
Yeah, looks like quarterback Jared Johnson a little slow to get up after taking a shot from 58 Brendan Hamilton of the Wolfpack. You gotta love 58 Brendan Hamilton showing some great sportsmanship as he's checking in on that quarterback he just took down, making sure he's all right. Looks like Johnson will get up under his own power. That was the final play of the third quarter. The Wolfpack get one touchdown here right away as they lead 35-14. And take a look at Brendan Hamilton. 2 sacks tonight, but also a lot of pressure.
No, he's been in on a lot of plays as we take a peek at Hamilton with a couple sacks as we'll send it to break. Come on back for the fourth quarter. 35-14, Wolfpack over the Zephyrs.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
We are back for the start of the fourth quarter as we ended the third quarter. Starting QB of the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, Jared Johnson, left the field, and he has been replaced by 28 Anthony Pramel. Not sure how long Johnson will be out, but they have him on the sidelines right now. And that was a third down play coming up just short as it'll be a 4th down and 1. Mahtomedi from their own 44, and they will elect to go for it. Pramel will indeed stay in the ball game.
Yeah, a little surprised they didn't just call that one a first down the way it's been going tonight, Sam. But big 4th down for the Zephyrs. If they have any chance, they got to get this. And again, just good fundamental defense from that Wolfpack unit.
Yeah, maybe some home cooking on homecoming here for the Zephyrs on a few of those spots. But a big stuff, there's going to be no doubt about this one, as Pramel tried to keep himself, and he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. There can't be any doubt about this one, and that's a turnover on downs.
And this Wolfpack is fired up, a massive stop on 4th down. And the Wolfpack's taking over. Massive play there. So the Wolfpack are going to take over here after a big 4th down stop.
That's right, so big start to the 4th quarter as they lead 35-14. Quarterback Bolio hands off to Ogun Rindy, who we haven't seen for a few possessions, and he'll rumble ahead for a pickup of about 5.
And that's not what you want to see coming down in the 4th quarter when you're down 3 scores, and they've been eating them alive all game.
So we'll have 2nd and 5 here from the 39 of Mahtomedi. Bolio in the shotgun. He's got Ogun Rindy to his left, 2 receivers left as well as 2 right. Ogun Rindy will get it up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 2.
Yeah, and we're going to be looking at a 3rd and, well, probably 4 or 5 here, Sam. And this is consulted away. I'm guessing they'll probably keep this one on the ground.
That's right. Now, so I think it'll be a 3rd down and 3 after a couple-yard pickup from Ogun Rindy.
And they'll keep Ogun Rindy in the backfield, and they got Griffin and Giles and the whole moving crew up front, who's done a fantastic job this evening. Let's not forget the big old line that's making it possible for these big backs.
So ball is in the shotgun. Nice QB option as Bolio makes the right choice, takes it himself, falls ahead, and that's a big 1st down to keep Park on the move.
Oh, that was absolutely brilliant. You see here, keeping the ball. Looked like they were going to give it to the big back again, Ogun Rindy, but QB keeps it, and a nice 1st down there for Brendan Bolio.
Ogun Rindy almost getting turned back around
Yeah.
as Bolio whipped the ball from him. So got to have some comfortability between your quarterback and running back to kind of run that play, and they have done it a couple times really successfully here tonight.
Well, they certainly have. It looked like there was going to be a little bit of a miscommunication, but it worked out well, and they're throwing those quick passes, those quick hitters, the runs. I'd expect to see that to finish out the game from Park. They want to just keep that clock moving.
And speaking of which, a quick hitter there on the quick pass out to the right. That one's brought in. Looks like Grant Glazier, number 15, makes the grab.
Yeah, he's a sophomore, giving him some run here.
And so bunch receivers to the right, 1 out left for Bolio. He's got Ogun Rindy to his right in the backfield. He'll take the low snap, fake the handoff, throw over the middle. He's got Sean George. George will get the 1st down, an easy pickup.
And just a great design on the play. They go play action. They've been running on them all night. And then they do the play action there, almost uncovered across the seam. And just a quick hitter as we take another look. He's like George in those little spots there. He's big, he goes up and gets it, uses that tall frame. And we're looking at a 1st and goal from the 8 for the Wolfpack, threatening again.
We're ticking down to about 8 minutes left to go in this one. They keep with that spread formation, trying to open up the inside for some of those big backs. As Ogun Rindy, speaking of which, gets the handoff. He'll bounce off a tackle, bounce off another, and he'll get in for the score.
Well, they made it look easy on that last drive there. You see some play action, Ogun Rindy pounding it, and just too much for this Zephyrs unit. They are struggling, and give all the credit in the world to the Wolfpack. This is a nasty, nasty running game, and the offense in general has been great. Defense has been great. And I think what you touched on, Sam, just very well coached. They're in position. The play action's working, the run's been working, and pending the PAT, we're looking at a 42-14 lead.
Nice job, Ogun Rindy. You can see there just keeping the legs churning. He does a great job of that. I think if he had more field to run, he would have just kept on going. Extra point is good. Park now leads 42-14 as we have just over 8 minutes to play here on homecoming at Mahtomedi. You take a look at that beautiful crowd who's out here tonight. Got some blankets out, as I said. It's getting cold.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe someone can bring us some hot cocoa up in the booth here or something.
They've had the doors open here, so getting a little bit chilly for those of us who are just sitting here rather than running around with pads and helmets on.
You got it. I don't think the cocoa's coming, but nevertheless, it's that time of the season where it's getting chilly out at night, but a perfect evening for some prep football here in Mahtomedi. Of course, homecoming, hosting the Wolfpack from Park Cottage Grove, and majority of the game, it's been all Wolfpack.
Absolutely. Starting out strong. Got a touchdown on their opening possession. Got a huge turnover on Mahtomedi's opening possession and was able to get a 14-0 lead before Mahtomedi's offense really had a chance to get anything going. And that really set the tone kind of for the rest of the night.
That's right, and it's, early turnover right near their end zone in the first half for the Zephyrs. And then the opening kickoff in the second half, strip and goes in for a touchdown. And it's been that kind of night for the Zephyrs, just a couple mistakes, and they've been big.
That's right. They closed it to a 14-point gap and had the ball to start off the third quarter, but dropped it on the turf. Park recovers, and all of a sudden it's 35-14, and now you take a look, Park with that 42-14 lead. Johnson back in under center after a couple plays off, getting hurt on the last possession. Tries to throw it deep there and falls to nobody, so incomplete. Looks like we do have an injured player on the ground.
Yep, taking a shot there. I think that was Voyne again. They went deep, but nothing doing. This not close on that one. I'd imagine Park is waiting for those deep passes at this point. They're not going to let anyone get behind them. But it looks like we got an injury timeout. We're going to send that to break. Come on back soon.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Back here in the fourth quarter as the option pitch goes to the right. Jalen Fry able to pick up a decent amount of yardage and get Mahtomedi a little bit closer to that first down. They've got to reach about the 39, and that gets them to the 37.
3rd and 2.
And we take a look at Fry there. He's got a couple touchdowns. He's had a solid game, but the game flow's kind of gotten out of hand, and fortunately the big plays he's had have kind of been little too late here, Sam, as we will wind down the fourth quarter with a fantastic effort from the Wolfpack from Park Cottage Grove.
You saw him kind of limping off the field. Was out last week with an injury, so probably not 100% here tonight, and still able to do some things for this Mahtomedi offense. So you just got to wonder if he was 100%, what kind of show he could have put on.
That's certainly valid there, Sam. And I almost think at this point, like you said, if he's got a little limp right now and you're down 42-14, I think maybe you just let him rest up and prepare for next week's battle.
It does look like Spencer Scott, number 6, has come in to replace Jalen Fry, at least for momentarily. And Scott doing a nice job as he charges up the field for a first down, a gain of about 12.
Yeah, some nice running room there. Some shiftiness and suddenness in that run. Showed a nice burst and a first down for the Zephyrs.
Scott kind of their third option, well, maybe even fourth if you include TJ Tumbleson. Last week, Lucas Honebrink, number 26, also went down for this Zephyr squad, and that got Scott his opportunities listed as a quarterback junior. He's not able to find much on that carry as he stopped at the line of scrimmage. But Scott showed some good things last week when he came in for his limited action.
You know, he did. That's another guy they want to get involved. Obviously, Fry's been their big gun, but obviously he's you know, showing that he can make some plays too with some nifty footwork. Is Spencer Scott? He's a junior.
And lo and behold, on that goal, line of scrimmage stop, number 58, Brendan Hamilton for the Wolfpack, chasing down Scott. And he's been all over the field all night.
He has been fantastic. And we'll have a 3rd and 8 down, 3rd and 8 to go here for the Zephyrs with just under 6 to go in the 4th quarter. If you're joining us late, it's been a one-sided affair with the Park Cottage Grove Wolfpack leading 42-14.
So 3rd down and 8. Receivers to his left. Johnson rolls to his left, throws it out. He's got Voyen. Voyen is short of the first down. He's going to try and struggle to get to the first. And looks like he might just be short as he steps out of bounds, probably a yard short of the marker.
And we'll have, looks like a 4th and short. And you got to imagine they have no other choice but to go for it here.
He's actually about 3 yards short of that marker. So it'll be a big 4th down and 3.
Well, let's see if that Wolfpack D can step up for another 4th down stop as they give it to Scott, and he's not going anywhere, Sam.
As he is crunched down by that Wolfpack front. In there was number 73, Isaiah Schomburger. He's been around all night as well. So that's a turnover on downs. Park of Cottage Grove will take over 1st and 10. As we've got just a little bit over 5 minutes remaining in the ball game, and they have themselves a sizable lead, up 28.
Yeah, I imagine they're just going to want to run this thing out here and improve to 6-1. Looks like the Zephyrs are going to be going to 4-3. So a big win for Park Cottage Grove.
As they stay atop a crowded Metro East Red District standings.
Yeah, it looks like we got a flag in here. We might have a hold on the play here, Sam.
It did come in late. Looks like a few of the reserves have now made their way into the ball game for Park.
Illegal procedure against the Wolfpack.
And they're going to call that an illegal procedure. Must have been some kind of movement up on the line here. And that'll back him up. And it'll be 2nd down and 9 yards to go for the Wolfpack as they bring in some of their reserves and try to salt this victory away and go back home happy.
So 2nd and 9. As the new quarterback, that is number 4, who I do not have on my roster.
Yeah, well, we'll take another look here.
And it looks like the quarterback is number 4, Nathan Floysand. So Floysand in for the Wolfpack. Getting a little action here as we're under 5 minutes. 3rd down and 10 from the 38. We'll see what Park does here. It's Floysand coming for maybe 1 snap. As nice little pass off, and it looks like Park will get that 1st down. That was Grant Glazier, number 15 at quarterback. The lefty showing off a little bit of passing ability.
Yeah, a nice catch and some tough running from the sophomore, Jackie Yang. And they're liking that. You know, nice when you can do this and get the younger guys some experience and some nice plays like that. You got to feel good for them.
Yeah, you'd love to get your guys some in-game action. You know, everything looks a little different in practice, so. Floysand with the give off, not much doing there. That's 25, Andrew Driggins. Andrew Driggins, rather. He's a 5'7" sophomore.
Jamison on the tackle.
And we're under 4 minutes now to play.
And we'll be looking at a 2nd and 11 from midfield.
As we said earlier in the game, great festivities here tonight, great atmosphere. It seemed like the whole community was down at George Smith Field for this one. Park of Cottage Grove, I will say though, brought a nice traveling fan section for this this great team they have here for the 2015 season.
Well, they did, and they're looking to finish up the season next Friday at home against North St. Paul. If you remember, North St. Paul just had a hard-fought battle over Mahtomedi last week, so still some big games here, but Park certainly looking to stay in the driver's seat, and tonight certainly helps. Just under 3 minutes to go here. And they're just going to try to run that clock out. As far as the Zephyrs of Mahtomedi, they'll fall to 4-3. And they're going to be at home next Friday, hosting Simley 3-3, so that'll be a big game. Not sure Simley's results tonight, so could be a couple 4-3 teams there, Sam. So teams vying for playoff spots. Still a lot on the line here, and it's going to come down to the final week, I would imagine.
And you got to wonder what they do for that tiebreaker atop the new conference standings.
Yeah, and obviously you got St. Thomas there lurking. They're 5-1 as we speak. So, some good, strong teams up at the top. And it looks like we're going to have a delay a game here on the Wolfpack, and that'll back them up. If nothing else, a little more room to punt. And it'll just be a formality at this point. Just under 2 minutes to go. And the visiting Wolfpack with a very strong showing tonight on both sides of the football.
So under 2 now to play. As Glazier back to pass, the lefty slings it. He's got a man. That's number 81, Jordan Toth.
Well, and just a strike, and hey, we don't need to punt. We'll just throw it 20 yards. And that should just about do it.
Grant Glazier looking pretty good there, chucking the football. Got to wonder if that's any relation to head coach Darren Glazier.
Yeah, I believe that is his son, and the lefty showing off that arm strength there.
And looks like son will do his dad proud and kneel the ball down. Although I don't think that is Grant Glazier. They've kind of been rotating in 2 quarterbacks here to close this one out. Regardless, Wolfpack will get into their victory formation. As you saw the first kneel down there.
Well, just an impressive performance from this visiting Wolfpack team here. And I don't think the homecoming crowd got what they bargained for when they came.
That's right. I want to give another big shout out to our production crew. Always do a great job in the truck, as well as our camera people, everyone doing all the graphics and replay. Once again, a fabulous job as they brought this presentation of high school football for you on TV 19.
Well, they do a fantastic job, and all that they do on camera and off camera, we appreciate that. And like you said, they just do a fantastic job, and thank you, gentlemen.
So it looks like this will be it, as we're just awaiting the final kneel down to make it official. And there it is. So Park of Cottage Grove improves to 6-1 on the season, and Mahtomedi will fall to 4-3.
And they did that in an incredibly impressive fashion. And they, that one got away early on from Mahtomedi, and they couldn't recover. This is a Wolfpack team, just too physical, and they imposed their will on the home Zephyrs tonight. And just an impressive win from this Wolfpack team.
So that'll be our final. Park Wolfpack 42, Mahtomedi Zephyrs 14. This was the Mahtomedi Homecoming 2015 will break. We want to thank you for watching this presentation of high school football on TV 19 Sports.